Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to X-Plane 12. We are loading up right now. We are going to be flying an American Eagle flight from Salt Lake City to Phoenix. And we'll mess about. It's my second time using Delta Wing simulations. Um, I was messing around with their CRJ 1000 earlier or late last month, and then trying to like study up on it. So I thought I was missing some stuff, but it's still, I guess you could say, in development. It's also this year. There's Delta Wings products are not study level is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, study level. So they're while they do have really good sounds. Oh yeah, also the Mango Studios sound pack on it as well. But they do have good textures, good sounds. Just they don't have everything factored in yet, but the still a pretty decent aircraft. Running auto ortho as well, of course. I feel like that should be, whatever. I have not used Streamlabs in 5 ever. So, we shall see how this goes. Ultra overlays, team mode, editor, editor. Of course, X-Plane is going to take forever to load. Hope everyone's weekend is going well. Oh, while this loads up, I'm gonna make myself some lunch and grab me a drink. There we go. Slowly but surely. It is taking forever. There we go. Oh, damn it. That's right. I do need the serial number. Because this is the first time I'm loading up the aircrafts, of course. All right, hold on with me, guys. Store.expect.org. The orange. I don't know why it doesn't keep me logged in, you know? I'll try. No, I'm not gonna mess with world traffic today. World traffic's a pain in the butt to set up. It's worth it, I think, but for whatever reason, it wasn't really generating any traffic. So, although it does improve the AI air traffic control. Where am I going? My account. There we go. Let's see if I can just copy and paste this in, or if I'm going to have to type it out. Copy, paste, activate. Please reload aircraft. All right. So let's do this. Flight. It should be. Where's it? Reload aircraft. Am I like making stuff up in my head? Because I swear. Oh, yeah, right there. Reload current aircraft. Click. Uh-oh. Please don't crash. There we go. Back to this lovely screen. All right. There we go. Hello, Daniel. How was your weekend going? So first things first, I just gotta make sure. There, that does look to be turned off. Perfect. Okay. First time in the CRJ 700. We're just gonna be messing about today. flying from Salt Lake to Phoenix. I have SimBrief pulled up somewhere. Mine is great. It's Sunday, drinking a beer, and flying planes. Couldn't be any better. Right, let me figure out. Go nav. Well, we don't even have the batteries on, so let's not do that just yet. Battery master on. I have messed around with the the CRJ in X-Plane Mobile, but it's different. It's different. Boost pumps are on. APU. Start. Excuse me. And like down here, we go to one of these pages. So that's pressurization. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Nav lights will go logo light on. Well, it's the middle of the day, so we won't do that just yet. Yeah, I'm definitely forgetting something. But while that's happening, we'll go ahead and attach the jetway and stuff like that. We'll also request ground service as well. Where is Abby tab? Come on. Come on. Oh, I guess Abby tab's not working with me. That's fine. Door handling, we'll go ahead and open up the cargo doors and the main door. Passengers, fuel, all that good stuff. Settings, it's all fine. Sounds, miscellaneous. User's view, perfect. And hopefully it doesn't give us any issues with steering, because that was an issue that I ran into. I don't know why I can't get that door to open, but hey, whatever. Then we have the APU running. Maybe, maybe not. Door open. Oh, there we go. So now the APU might run. Maybe. You try cycling it. There it goes. And temps out. And the bleed is on. We'll wait for the RPMs to come up before we put load on it. There we go. Alright. It is available. So let's go ahead and put... Oh. Well, never mind. It was already on auto. Oops. Interesting. We'll leave the bleed pumps or boost pumps on for now. Hydraulics will all go to auto. Oops. I gotta get my custom view set here. Passenger signs will go auto and no smoking to on or arm the emergency lights. Semi compass be on. We'll go ahead and turn the overhead panel lights on so we can see what we're doing. Oops, using WAC like they use something. I gotta use the arrow keys. Okay. DC service will go on now. Time restoration's pretty much set. I mean, altitude, manual rate, which we don't care about because it's all on auto. Air conditioning. Turn the fans on. That's fine. That's fine. Aft cargo, go conditioned air. We won't worry about anti-ice just yet, but we will do low for the windshield, and the probe heat comes on. Okay. Everything looks good for now. Let's go ahead and look down below. Oops. Do a sweep here. Parking brake is currently set. Gauge that. Mock trim. Comms panel. And well, that's not good. Our McDo's are not on. Why not? I only have one of my two. FMC's on. Anyways, we'll just use this one. Okay. So let's go to position init. One of these has to work. Status, yep, that's all good. Position init. There we go. We are currently at. Oh, let's see if I can get this to work. Nope, gotta click it in. KSLC, Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie. That is pretty much it. That's all we can do there. If we go to flight plan, we do have a route. So let's give me KSLC to KPHX 01. There we go. And we are going to be operating as American Airlines. Let me pull up some brief. 6282. Right there. Perfect. We'll go ahead and execute that. So if we go to next page, it's pretty much our flight plan there. And if we go to VNav climb, next page, cruise altitude, they want us at flight level 390 today, which is crazy. Go ahead and execute that. Then next page. Yep, seems about right. Oh, no, it's not active. Perf init, also not active. Excellent. Okay. Let's go back to the index here. So we did all of that. Frequency, route menu, database, blah, 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 blah. Not active. Okay. That doesn't do anything. IRS control, also not active. What is active? This is what I was saying earlier before, that the these are Delta Wing simulations. They make awesome textures. Mingo's Studio Sound Pack is also really good. Yeah, I know, right? It is way too high, but that's what Simsbury's giving me. I can't remember what we flew, because I did this flight real world, or was a passenger on it. But, oh god, I need to get a new freaking throttle quadrant. Yeah, but anyways, that's what I was saying. The Delta Wings make an okay, just run through legs really quick. They make an okay product. Okay, my throttle quadrant is giving me all sorts of weird stuff going on. Don't really appreciate that. Let's see here. Okay. So we want that there, that, okay. Everything should be normal, maybe? Hopefully. Anyways. That all looks good. If we do departure arrival, everything, it should already be in there for us. Runway 16 left is active. The Zion departure. I have a feeling that we're missing a transition here. So if I do this next, Zion, yep, that's exactly what we're missing. The BCE transition. Let's go ahead and execute that. So now if we go back to the flight plan, or sorry, legs, we got a vector in there. So if we get rid of that, like that, very similar to the Zebo, this flight plan. And we're expecting runway 8 at Phoenix. So let's go ahead and just put that in. Totally not realistically accurate, but we are doing the Bruiser 1 with the tense transition, and let's see, next page. Okay, Alice or I like. We will do, let me pull up Sky Vector to see which one I prefer, which fits our flight plan. I'm gonna look into it because I can't remember what we went up to. I remember like saying to myself as I was on the flight, like, we are high for a CRJ, but those are the departures I want. Yep, there we go. RNAV. Oh no, I want the ILS plate. That's right. Alice or I like. We will do. Well, if I had Avon, I would prefer Avon, but we'll do I like, which is at or above 5,000. I don't even see Alice on the chart, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Now go back to let. Cruiser, tailman, vector, boom. Actually, got Jamil in there twice. So let's go I like and put that there. Let me just make sure I'm not going crazy with the edits here. So we got tall man. Let's go ahead and put that in. So we got Tallman, and then next would be I like. Okay, I like is actually before Tallman, so let's go put or Tillman, probably. Now I'm looking at the stars. Football, pigskin, I like, yeah. There probably is in the real world like a preview page on the map. I don't even know what the real world name is for that. I'm not a CRJ enthusiast like I am Boeing, but Whoa, Pigskin's off to the north. Hold on. So go Pigskin. I'm just gonna say we're gonna skip I-Like altogether because I-Like is way out of the way. And it's not even part, or is it part of the purge plate? It is part of the purge plate. Rats. No, we do. Ah, okay. There's Alice. Okay, we do want the Alice. I'm an idiot. Arrival, ILS 8, Bruiser 1, Alice. I-Like's from the south, that's why. On the tense transition, execute. Legs. Execute. Okay, so now all this looks good. Oh. Tillman. Let me just make sure I don't have extra in there. Bruiser. Football, Pigskin, Tillman, Jamil, Alice, Interceptor, at or above 6,000. Well, that doesn't make sense. Alice is out in front of Jamil. So let's go ahead. Previous page. Yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and just go ahead and hit execute there. Actually, let me look. There has to be a preview page, right? Why is my yoke like that? Oh no. Oh no. There's no way, right? There's no way that my yoke is like that, right? Hold on. Controls. Let's go joystick. Stick. Yes. Okay. Yep. We got pitch in there. So X-Plane's reading it right. It's the CRJ that's not reading it right. Yeah. I gotta figure out how to do that. Use external power. There probably is a manual too. Just click random things until I find the right thing. Anyways, this is how you do your fuel and passengers and your weight. So while we're on this, let's just go ahead and knock this out. So we're planned block fuel 8,000 pounds. So we are way too heavy. So let's go ahead and just knock that down to 5,000. Hit enter. Because the APU is currently running passengers, we're only taking 69, which gives us a zero fuel weight of 57,509, which matches sim brief and payload of 12,778, which is 3,000 less than sim brief, but whatever, I'll take it. And we want pounds, so that's everything all together. Total weight is 65,000, which is okay. It's underneath. Okay, so we'll go ahead, load our takeoff speeds with the new weights, which didn't really change much. Okay, so Let's go ahead and go developer. Or is it gonna be plugins? It's gonna be plugins, reload scripts. It's the only thing I can do. Oh well. Huh. Okay then. That's not good. Maybe it's the no, it can't be the hydraulics that I turned them on too early. There's no way. No, they weren't even running. Oh, now we're back to normal. Now I have no input. Well, that's not good. And so my throttle's working. X-Plane's recognizing it, but the CRJ is not. And I'm also kind of concerned because I don't have... Let's get rid of them for now so we can actually see. Nav source, nope. Damn it. This will sit and go to arms. Actually, we'll go off or pushback. I'm thinking about it. Don't know why that's not working. Don't know why I don't have any input now for my stick. So this is fantastic. And of course, there's nothing I can do about it. Womp womp. Let's reload scripts again, because that's the only thing I can do. If I go auto, will they work? If I just put them on. I don't know why that switch is not... Oh, because that one's only on or off. Got it. Whoa! Okay, so it's a hydraulic thing. Interesting. Oh, is the autopilot trying to do something? Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All I did there is I just hit my trim down button and that reset it. So, all right, well, all that's good to go. Let me just make sure there's nothing else. I don't think there's anything else, really. Yeah, perf's not... Simulated McDo menus, not simulated. Let's just go back to the index for now. Yeah, perf, not allowed. McDo, MFD. Speed, can't do that. Airports, interest, ILO, MFD data, index, radio, yeah, radio tuning, which is down low. I really don't care about that. Find a fix. Okay. We'll just leave that on legs then. And forget about Salt Lake City. So let's go ahead and go to the airport diagram. And tune in the ATIS, which is 124.75. Go down here. Okay, selected. Oop, too far. One, 2, 4.75. Let's go ahead and swap that. Should be able to hear it. Should is the keyword in all of this. Oh, come on. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's try the alert frequency. 125.625. Let's try that. It could also just not be working today because, like I said, not a study level aircraft. Nope, not getting anything. Okay. I'm not in VATSIM. If I were to simulate any type of air traffic, it would be through world traffic. I've not set up VATSIM. I've not gone through any of the trainings or anything like that to be a VATSIM pilot. I don't know if you have to go through any training anymore, but I just simply don't have enough time between my real world job and other aspects of life to sit down and get invested in that just yet. Not just yet. So let's get the METAR real quick from my favorite app, METAR TAF, from METARTAF.com. And we'll just find Salt Lake City. Pull that up. Their altimeter is 3019. Let's go ahead and set that reference. 3019, and over on the FO sign, 3019. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pull up better pushback. We'll just plan to push back straight back to this like that. Oops, I totally forgot to place it. Rats. Boom.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Root chunks, detached jetway. Let's go ahead and close up these doors. Cargo door and passenger door. Which I guess they never opened. Fascinating. That plane spawned in the wrong spot. That should be like there. That plane spawned correctly though. Alright. Jetway's away, doors are closed. Let's go here. Quickly, motor speeds up. Awesome.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
The tow is driving up. Awesome. Now let's see if I remember how to start the engines on a CRJ, which I totally do not right now. Watch those pick up a random signal along the way and start working. Anyways, let's just give ourselves a random code today. So let's go ahead and just say we are 1515. Sure, why not? Let's see if we...
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Can't even change... our transponder.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Let's go ahead to the engine controls. so we can see if we're doing the right things when we turn our stuff on, which I am totally going to forget. Thrust reversers will be armed, and spoilers are auto. Yeah, I gotta look into more about how to actually do this properly. This is part of the reason why I can't be on VATSIM, because I'm just messing around with this aircraft today for the first time, dabbling around, if you will. Sometimes pushback lies and says they're hooked up when really they're not. So let's see, this guy, is he still hooking up? I can't tell. Looks like he is hooked up, so... Oh, they're still grabbing the aircraft. Although he did say release parking brake when ready to push, so... What do you say? Push? And just release parking brake and send it? We'll go for it. It should be parking brakes released. Lifting the aircraft. Okay. That does make sense, because I do have to pull us up on... Yeah, makes sense. Alright. He hasn't specifically told us that we were clear for engine start, but I know I'm going to dilly-dally around way too much for that, so... Now we have to... I know that much. Aha! Let's go ahead and start the left engine. %, on the N2. We'll throw that into the idle position. Okay, so everything but my throttles is being read right now. That's concerning. Wait for it to temp out, which we're going to temp out at. Looks to be, I'm going to guess, 440. I was way wrong. Okay, good start on the left. Let's go ahead and start the right. %. And the bleed valve is automatically closed, or cross bleed that is. Waiting for clearance. You have clearance. Or am I just gonna do button spam? Auto tune, auto check in, auto reback, international approach, ground. Okay, was request VFR for
Salt Lake City
circuits.
International Ground. Charlie Romeo Juliet 700. British Aerospace RJ 71.
Yeah, because I'm totally British Aerospace.
Circuits.
I mean, it should have taken over. 121.9. Let's go ahead and dial that in, see if that factors anything.
Walk 2102. Information Sierra. Runway 16 left. Taxi via Golf 7. Hotel. At Hotel 13. Hold short. Runway 16 left. Circuit left. Charlie Romeo Juliet 700.
Yeah, they're definitely not hearing us. Oh. Random ground vehicles driving through. 121.9. Let's try. That's the one thing about better pushback. It's a little annoying.
Can't start planner. Aircraft not stationary.
Not stationary.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
No, we already did that.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Starting pushback.
Weird. Did I not already do that? Anyways, we're ahead of the game. I also love the fact like the default view is like not kosher, because the default view we should be, according to those alignment tools, we should be about here. But you know what? I actually kind of like that. Anyways, totally should have the beacon light on. Oops. And now that everything else is on, we'll go ahead and turn the APU off so that way we're not wasting fuel. Take the boost pumps off now. Everything else is set up top. Bleeds are good. They're open. Let's take a look at our electrical page. Bus 1, bus 2 being supplied, which are going to the ESS bus and the service bus, as they should. The APU is out, as expected. And hydraulics, we'll leave that there, because for now I have everything turned on. Well, I'm going to switch everything to auto. Domites are either on or dim. I'm just going to put them on. Nope, they're off now, as I was. And the rest of this stuff is looking good. Crossflow valves are open. I think that's how we want it. I don't have a checklist. Sure. We're looking good. Go ahead and open up the... Oh. Open. There we go.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Let's just leave the boost pumps on. I don't know what they do in the real world. Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Hells yeah. Let's go ahead to the flight control page. Let's go ahead and set flaps 8 real quick. And look for the hand signals on the left. Nose steering is armed. Hopefully it works. Alright, flaps.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
8. So we got speed brakes, ground spoilers. Perfect. Let's go rudder right, left, elevator up, elevator down, aileron. Perfect. It is slow. Like my real world inputs are not 1-to-1 with the yoke movement speed. There's probably a way around that. I couldn't tell you why. I'll go ahead and get our snap trim in there. We'll set it at 10. probably tells us on the iPad. Trim 5.2, there you go. So we want this actually way down. Right there. Perfect. Alright, we'll move down flight controls. V1's 120, VREF is 123, and V2 is 135. Flaps 8 are set. Looking good, looking good. And flaps 8 indicated. Selected and indicated. Perfect. We are ready to taxi. Which one's my taxi light? Oops. Ooh. Taxi lights, there we go. I promise I can read. I'm also going to readjust our position here just a little bit. Just get up and back. Out there, we'll go ahead and set that control 0. So we do 1, 0, 0, 0, W, 0. Perfect. We'll get the rest set up as we go. Alright, let's go ahead and release the parking brake. And it looks like our nose wheel steering is working as intended. Perfect. Currently, we just pushed back from B30, gate B30. So we're gonna go out towards Gulf. Take Gulf to Hotel 1. We're currently on an apron right now. There we go. Somewhere in here should show our ground speed, I think. Or not. There is a way to change the flight display there. I don't know what it is though. What did I say our speed was for takeoff? This is goal. Let's do a Southwest taxi out here. Don't mind me. B2 is 135. Right there. Heading.
Roger. Returning to route Golf. Runway 16 left. Taxi via Golf. Golf 5. Hotel.
344.1.
Hold short. Runway 16 left. Circuit left. 700.
Get rid of all that because we don't need it. Oops. Trying to do too many things at once. Not good, not good. Heading will be 341. Flight director. Do I have a flight director? Yes, I do. Awesome. Flight director both sides. We'll go nav for now. And I don't think we have anything else. I did say that. I was going to look at historical flight data to see what this cruising altitude should be. Because there's no way it's accurate, the altitude that we currently have set. But I'm just going to put it at 39,000, see how high the bird will get. I mean, we are like 3/4 empty. Oops. 539. There we go. Have you tried the G-Force? I have. What do you mean by G-Force? If you're talking about like the G-loaded camera, that's what I normally use in X-Plane. Oh, we're taking off a tailwind. That's not good. Whatever, we'll make it work. If I do turn it on, I'll show you what happens. It may or may not happen. Nope, not locked geographically. In the Delta Wing, or Delta Simulations, unlock, please. If I do G-loaded, when you're on the ground... Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Hold on, let me reset. Did that fix it? It did. So when I first turned it on, you probably saw a little bit of it. I want Hotel 1, so we're gonna go all the way down to the end. While we're on the ground, it'll do like the turbulence thing, sitting at the gate. Now, I might not do it now because we're moving, but when we sit at the gate, I have to turn it off because it simulates some turbulence that obviously doesn't exist. All right, hold short here, 16 left. Go ahead and turn on all our lights. And we'll ding the flight attendants to let them know we are ready for takeoff. Seatbelts will go to on. Oh, it looks like our speeds are already loaded in there. Super nice. Anyways. Did you hear about the thing about what happened with Frontier and Delta? Or Frontier in Denver? God. That's wild stuff, man. Alright, let's get ourselves lined up here the best we can. I'm totally guessing because I don't have a reference point built in my head yet. Go ahead and sound the brakes here. We'll go ahead and stabilize the engines. Bring them up. And we'll just go ahead and go full toga because why not? Taking nose wheel steering off. We do have a tailwind, which kind of sucks. Knots. U1. He's back on it. And positive right, you're up. Go ahead and get the berm trimmed up. Oh, we are way too nose high on that. Right about there will do. Let's go ahead and go flaps 1. Try to keep that in there. Go 250 and go up. We'll do speed and oops. Nope, I don't want that. I want rats. Just undid everything we've been doing, which is so annoying. Okay, that's set. Let's go ahead, go vertical speed, or speed rather. Go autopilot on for now, and we'll figure out what the hell to do here. And we'll bring these back to climb right there. Perfect. Kind of similar to the Airbus. And then, alright, so we do have FMS1. I want roll left. No, what do I want? Because I don't have a working FMS, it's not going to work. Because this thing's blacked out right now, the left CDU. I do index. Yeah, this thing's not even working. We might be bugged out here. That's no good. See if I go Hopto, hit execute. Will that do anything? Nope. Push, pull, nav source. Roll. FMS1. No, it's only giving me FMS1. Womp womp. Well, that's not good. If I can figure it out, it should be no more than like an hour and a half. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna speed this up since we're above 10,000 feet, so we don't sit here just stalling out. I don't know why I can't switch to FMS2. It's a little concerning right now. I'm gonna go heading mode. Yeah, super weird. We'll go 166. We'll just fly it manually if I have to, off of the second FMS. Which is not ideal, but we'll troubleshoot en route. We are flaps up, everything's good. Yep, good. It could be I just have to reload X-Plane. But that also doesn't make any sense. I don't know why that is not loading. Or anything really. Don't know why I can't get FMS2 as a nav source when that's working, but FMS1 isn't. So... yeah, not good. Not good. Wasn't giving me an issue in the CRJ for whatever reason. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, so now that's kind of what I want. But I don't want the nav. I want Your FMS1's wrong. Your... Why? I don't get it. Well, there's our flight plan. Why I can't get it to switch to FMS 1, I couldn't tell you. We are gonna go right. Which one's my heading? We'll go right. About that much. So we're just gonna fly it by the map. It's not the right answer, but it's a answer. So it was an okay takeoff. You're overselling it. I should have taken off into the wind, heading south on 16 instead of 32. But potato. Yeah, we'll come right to split the difference. We'll go there. Right, so let's figure out why. Is it a circuit breaker? Is it a circuit breaker? I don't see any that are open. That could just be a bug. And I don't really want to reload scripts in the middle of all this. We're actually ahead of our climb schedule. Oh well. We might be burning a little more fuel than anticipated. Let's see, it wants us to cruise at Mach 6.1. I kind of doubt that. Seven six? There's no way, because 7.6, right? I have it set at 7. 7.6 is overspeed. I'll leave it at 7.1. Because there's no way for me to set a cost index either. FMS1. I don't want FMS1. I don't want FMS2. Which is not populating. I don't know why. So, oh yeah, we're also at standard elevation now, so we can go ahead and set that as well. One, nope, don't want any of that. Traffic. Alrighty. Let's see you whenever I stream again, or hope you've been enjoying all the videos I've been posting. I've been trying to keep up, trying to do a bi-weekly video, but yeah. Hope you have a great weekend, and yeah, thanks. Hopefully we won't crash on landing. Well, Daniel just left us, folks. So let's see if we can continue to troubleshoot and figure out why. That's how that works. Okay. Interesting. AGC select. That's how you get the transponder to turn on. Learn something new. Now let's try to, like, I don't get it. Seriously, I don't get it. Let's make sure we are set in climb thrust. I mean, it does say climb. Yeah. Well within climb. Okay. Probably should have armed the anti-skid, huh? Yeah, we are climbing. Look at that. So what's this at Mach what? 7? What'd I say? 7.7 is where it wants us. I'll leave it at 7.6 for now as we continue to climb up there. I don't understand why this isn't working. You know? Because, like, over here, right, I have bright and dim, which is all the way off. I'll leave it at full bright, though. Like, this one's working. The second FMS is working, but this one, nothing. Like, that's full bright. Nothing. And I don't know why I can't select. I mean, it could be a simism that yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Even our legs are not updating, which isn't good. Well, we're headed to Loudy. So let's go ahead and hit execute on that. And let's adjust our heading accordingly. This is strange. I don't think there's anything on the overhead. No, this is all aircraft stuff. Electrical power, external lights, hydraulic, bleed air. We'll turn the gravity cost speed off. Did that do anything? No. I'm just trying to think if it's like a bleed source. Look at both engines. Probably should have done that a while ago, huh? it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, FMS1, or, yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe it doesn't even work. That's a possibility. Maybe it only works in the CRJ 1000? I don't know. Anyways, our next thing will be heading 173. Yeah, I have no idea. Menu. Nope. Let's go. Go to oxygen. Cabin temperature's fine. Brake temp's fine. APU's off. Yeah, we'll leave that like that. I seriously don't get it. Right, FMS1. Yet our waypoints, so our waypoints show up. So if I select nav, what's gonna happen? It's just gonna go to roll because it, well, that's, I don't know. I don't get it. So if I do that, it goes to roll. It's just gonna hold us wings level, which is not what we want. So if I go back to heading, I'm just gonna have to fly in heading the entire time, which is super annoying, but. Yeah, that is super annoying. You know what? Let me look at this stuff. Okay, so So we're crossing. You're gonna let me range in. So we need to go to 173. So let's go heading 17. Well, we're off course a little bit, so we'll do half and half. But it kind of sort of keeps us on our flight path. Oh my god, this is going to be interesting. Let me look at some this flight on Flight Radar 24 in the past. Let's see. That's face up. Pass out. I don't want that one. I want that one. 6244. Salt Lake to Phoenix. Let's do playback. Let's do. Okay, so it flew at like 35,000 feet. Interesting. When I flew on it, what day was that? It was. Okay. We went up to 35,000 feet. We went up to 35,000 feet. So we'll go up to 39, because I want to see how the jet can do it. I mean, it has this at top climb just after BCE, which if I go to SkyVector, I could actually probably plug that in as a, find the actual frequency. Bryce Cannon, 112.8. So I come back to here. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike there. So if we do 112.8. So now nav 1 is active. So if I go to my nav source, okay. Of course, 353, we want it to be not that. We want it to be $186. Or, you know, the plane's just gonna do its own thing, and what the hell? It's gonna roll back, right? Why are we? I don't want half bank. No, I don't want any of that. What course did I say I wanted? I wanted true course 186. Yeah. $1,000 to go. I don't want half bank on. I want half bank off. Oh my lord. Well, I guess we're stuck in half bank the rest of the way. The rest of the way there. Oh well. What if I put... Would that change it? I doubt it would. UR2 FMS1. And we're in altitude capture. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that is so weird. Anyways, we got some time. And then the next BOR, I could just plan our flight route actually. let me go into some brief. This is the cool thing about it. If I go back to edit flight, and then I scroll down, and then I click on Sky Vector, it'll automatically populate it in. So we should have Bryce Canyon in there. So I can just plan VORs. Yep, so there's Bryce Canyon. The next VOR which we could possibly use, and of course they don't really work that way anymore. Here's Bryce Canyon. It'd be a calf. Be the Grand Canyon VOR. There's gotta be something else that's better though. Oh yes. The Drake VOR, which is gonna be 114.1. Let's go ahead and prep that. 114.1, and that would be on a course of, roughly 174. So, although ironically enough, it does look like Bryce Canyon is our next. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I really can't. So I go over to nav. I don't want that. I want VOR1. Yeah. Oh well. It's going to try and intercept something that's not existent. So let's go back to heading mode. And let's get back on track the best we can. We'll continue to follow the FMS plan. Go ahead, execute on that. Next course will be 184, maybe. Go ahead and range out. And let's just go ahead and pop in the next. Swap that over. What's that going to try and do? Is it going to try and make me over that way? Probably. Probably. Alright, let's make an adjustment here in Sky Vector. Bartonomic, what's going on? I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. I was until, you know, the CRJ decided to throw a fit. Nope, I want to range out. We'll use our heading knob here. Heading knob. Head to Dorker, Doxer, Corker. I'm gonna go with Corker. And I said we wanted the course to be like 174 for this VOR that's out there. I mean, it would bring us almost in line, but kind of sort of not really. Let me bring up the star. Or the Bruiser 1 will be coming from Tense. Head towards Meyer. We do have the Drake VOR out there. which I think I have set currently. Maybe I don't. I do. Whoa. We'll just continue to fly in hunting mode. We have the VOR there as the backup. Yeah. Not ideal by any means. So from Meyer, we would go down to Football, Pigskin, Tillman to Jamil to 8 left, or just 8 rather. The only other VOR that we have would be the actual Phoenix VOR, and we would be at, I know my approach plate looks to be about 108 course. Which the Phoenix VOR is 115.6. So let's go ahead and prep that. 115.6, and then the ILS frequency is going to be 111.75. Just trying to stay ahead of our flight plan. Stay ahead of the aircraft, and you'll have little to no issues at all. Anyways, I can't tell if that's got to be the sunlight, right? Yeah. What a fun aircraft, huh? Let's go ahead and range down here. Looks like we are still on course, doing just fine. We'll leave it on 175, that's fine. About 18 minutes to Drake, which don't ask me where the hell that is in terms of our flight plan. And that's going to be 78. So 108 and 78, that's what we need to know. Actually, we can go ahead and tune that second course in. Let's go ahead and do that on this side. Course 2, not even showing up. Nope, we want that there for sure. I can't even select nav 2. Okay. Well, it is a simulator. It's not a steady level aircraft from Delta Wings, but it's still fun to fly. And that is what really matters at the end of the day. Also, oh, it's an altitude hold. Okay. We're flying at Mach 0.8. There is no auto throttle in the CRJ. There is... I'm pulling back the throttles. There we go. We'll pull them back, and then we can do a sync or even. We'll go off the N1. How about that? And then we'll do, I know it's spazzing out because my HOTAS, I need a new throttle quadrant. Or add a dead zone somehow. No idea how that works, but... Alright. Oh god. We are climbing. Why are we climbing? We don't want to climb. BS us down, man. Capture it. Do airplane things, plane. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not experienced with the CRJ whatsoever. Let's go ahead and take a moment to just look out into the Grand Canyon right now. With Phoenix just over those mountain ranges out there. Trying to manage these throttles the best I can. So that's climb, that's also climb. I'd say if we bring the throttles, I'm gonna guess, to about there. Although it is saying that it wants it to be at 93.1. Cruising at Mach 7.4 right now. That's fine, I guess. We'll inch them up. Inch. Guess a power setting and see if we gain speed. Alright, we'll leave it there. Yeah, there's a small magenta stick right there, that's fine. While we regain our speed, let's see if we can go... Oh, that's locked. Door control. Door control. I don't want to do free camera because if I do that, I'm just going to fly backwards. So we definitely don't want to do that. Yaw dampener, lighting. Almost like a talk. Box trim, stab trim, compass. Well, I was hoping to get into the passenger compartment and look out that way, but I guess that's not happening. Oh well. There's got to be, right? There's gotta be a door control switch somewhere. Cabin air conditioning, maybe not. Maybe not. Bummer. Unlock. Door must be closed and locked at all times. Well, I don't want it to be locked. I want it to be open. Aha! I figured it out. We have a jump seat here for the flight attendant. Go ahead and fold that away. Or hey, look at that. Cool stuff like that, man. What else is simulated in here? Well, maybe the demonstration stuff. Light vest. Aftering light, on, off. Entrance light. Or assist on. It's neat that we can manipulate all these buttons, you know? Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Anyways. I can't open any of the in-flight, but look at the Grand Canyon. What a perfect view. Lovely. America the Beautiful. Actually, that reminds me, I should set my custom views while I'm back here. So let's go ahead and do that, because we can. So we'll do this one as my number 5, just like that. Go ahead, do our number 4. It's usually from first class, looking back at the wing. Something like that. And then if we go outside, it's gonna get really loud here, guys. Hold on. Control 4. Oh, I just overrode it. Rats. 6. Seven. Oh, excuse me. One more sneeze. Maybe not. There it is. Alright. 8, and then let's go ahead and do our wingtip view here. 9. And we'll reset our 4. Passengers are simulated in terms of weight. I guess they're not visually modeled just yet. Whoa, massive lattice spike. Interesting. Let's go back a window, actually. Yep. I like this one better. Then reset our control 4. There we go. Back to the cockpit. Ensure we are still on course, which looks like we are. So tents. We're looking at tents. We should start sending, actually. Because we need to be... Oh, no, nope, we're good. Top of the sun is after panted. So we need to be descending through Dutty, Meyer. This is where the approach plate comes in handy. That's where sim brief doesn't really help. So Meyer, we need to be between... At Meyer, we need to be between 250 and 190. Cool. Oh, it's also in the FMS. I'm dumb. Really dumb. Anyways, tense is next. Go ahead, hit execute on that. And as we fly over it, we're going to turn to 161. Slight turn to the right, gets back on track. And then 167, 68. We'll do 170. And we'll manage it from here. Literally. While we're here, actually, let's go ahead and get our overhead pan. Well, I'm doing all the wrong things with the keyboard right now. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get our overhead panel view set up. So that's going to be our 1. Let's go ahead and get the Copilot view. About there, that'll be our 2. And then our windshield view. Let's see if we can't go. Nope, not on us. I like that. 3. Perfect. Just like that. Oop. Let's see, and then from Pant to Duty, however you want to say that. And we can start sending there, actually, down to 240. So we'll cross Panted. Yep, we'll cross Panted. And then we'll start descending to 240. Just trying to manage our course the best we can. No. Oh wait, no, because okay, I thought it was on the FMS. That's my bad. Crosspan. We are going to start our descent. We're gonna look at 240 in the speed, and we'll bring the speed down. Speed. And we'll manage to descend just like this. I guess I'm supposed to be turning... Oh, yeah. We need to be headed way right now. Or way left, sorry. Over to duty. Alright. Well, we'll switch over to the Phoenix VOR now. And we want that to be on course 108. Something like 108, just like that. And 11175 is the ILS. Not that we need it, it's actually a really nice day here. I just wish the radios would work. It's working in the... it could just be I have to reload X-Plane or a conflict of a plugin or something. Oh, we need to descend a lot. Wow, okay. I mean, granted, it's my next waypoint, Meyer. I gotta be beneath 250. I'm totally way out of my freaking. Oops, and it wants us at 270, which is fair. So let's go ahead and bring that up to 270, and we'll drop. Nope, not down. We'll go down to 190, just like that. Passengers in the back are absolutely screaming. Big streams, big streams. I'm just going off the FMS because that's what SimBrief is actually plugged in for us. It wants us at Meyer 190. Let me go ahead and update this manually because our FMS1 is not working and I can't figure out a way to transition it over. We should probably also look at our TAF for Phoenix. And get there. Altimeter, which is 2985, is their altimeter right now. Cheshwava just subscribed. Lol. Yeah, we are not. I mean, the first place says I gotta be between 190 and 240, so we're there. We're there. We're absolutely there. Oh God, Skyvector. Doing Skyvector things. Cruiser 1 continued. Page 1. I'll have that up. We gotta be across, after Meyer, we gotta be across Bruiser between 130 and 170. And what did I just say their altimeter was? 2985. Oops. 2985. So let's go down to 130. Yeah, no. You thought we had 1,000 to go. We are over Meyer. Perfect. And we got to be at Bruiser at 250. So let's go ahead and start slowing down. 250. And we'll throw out some, let's bring up the flight controls page right there. And we'll bring out some speed brakes. Quarter, let's go half. One more. The magenta ring comes with inside Bruiser. Nice. We'll go back to quarter. And that's what they look like from the passenger compartment. Let's also adjust the FO side. 2985. And Phoenix is kind of like nestled inside this valley out in here. Yep. All ortho is loading everything in. It's kind of cool descending into Phoenix. I'm not going to lie. It is really cool descending into Phoenix. Speed brakes can come in. And we'll just keep managing our headings and such. Next altitude is Bodwell at 9,000. Am I reading it wrong? No. Auntie is the next one between 12 and 11 on the approach plate. Or am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yep. 250 is our speed restriction, and we can be between 9,000 and 12,000 in altitude. And my HOTAS is doing HOTASings. Nice. Bring the power in so we don't stall. Because there's no auto throttle, I gotta remember that. We can actually bring in a little more power than that. And we'll go ahead and range it just a little bit. Alright, we're crossing Bruiser. So we'll turn 176 as we cross over. And 176. Down to 9,000. We could easily go down to NCO, which is 8,000, but I want to make sure I cross over at the right time. We're good for Bodewell, so I'm actually going to just bring the power back in just a little bit more, level out our descent, and we'll select 8,000. Nope, that's heading. That's heading. Oh no. Wrong knob. Then we got a speed restriction at NCA of 230 knots. Alright, there's a cross Bodewell, and we turn 190 for NCA. Well, we're already there, so let's go ahead. Bring the throttles back. Mirror speed restriction, and then descend. And then football, we got to be between 7,000 and 10,000 and 210 knots speed restriction. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Should still be pretty much on the same heading, although I don't know why it's saying 190, 180, and then 190 for NC of the football. I don't see it that way. Literally, I do not see it that way. Pigskin, we got to be at 6,000. So let's go ahead. We're between. That's heading again. Dang it. Oh, that's the wrong way. No, 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 no. 6,000 speed at 230. Okay, we're across NCA. Football got to be at 210, so let's go ahead and slow down to 210. There's Phoenix. I've been head down trying to make sure we don't bust airspace or deviate from our flight plan. Oops. But yeah, Phoenix the airport is right there. I don't know which one was 08, but we'll be lining up for 08 very soon. As we have 1,000 to go, we'll go ahead and bring in some power. Okay, maybe not that much. That's pigskin. Execute. Pigskin. Execute. And the rest is all about the perch plate, so we gotta be at Tillman at 4,000 feet. So now this is where the perch controller would have us, and we're gonna go down to 4,000 now. At 210. We'll bring up the approach plate now for the ILS. And let's see, after Tillman, we have Alice. Or am I reading that wrong? Jamil, ooh, I am reading that wrong. We're gonna go ahead and select 5,000 and bring the power in. Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna take the aircraft. Manually fly the airplane in. We'll go ahead, take flaps 1, put speed brakes at half. Landing lights on. And I'll take flaps, whatever this is right here. And we need to get down to 2,000. Because we're going to go straight for execute. 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 Jamil is what we need. We're going to take a steep turn here. Take the next set of flaps. And once we're stabilized, we'll drop the gear.
2,500.
What's up with the intercept? We'll need to be at 3,000 feet for that. So we're doing A-OK right now. Do you need to trim out the plane? Not that much on the throttles, good lord. And we'll go ahead and swap the nav. And select that. That's the nav source, which is looking A-OK right now. We need to change the course to 78. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. 70, just like that. Perfect. And we're at 3,000. Drop the gear. Runways in sight. I'm Let's quickly look at our VREF speed. VREF is 119. We're currently at, I have no idea what flaps we're at, but 30. It's fine. I still have spoilers up. I just realized that. Oops. Alright, we're low. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. We are way low. Oh, that's fine though. I totally guess which runway we're using. I'm hoping the winds are good.
Glide slow.
Yeah, I know, bud.
Glide slow. 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 Glide slow.
Alright, looking good.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
500. 400.
I would like to be slower, but I had to do power. We're okay.
300.
We're between our VREF, so we're good. A little more trim. A little left. Looking good.
100.
In the pre-flare.
50. 40. 30.
Floating it so hard.
10.
In the flare.
5.
Touchdown. Fly the nose down, spoilers are out, reverse is out. Manual braking.
Spend less time comparing places with our business safety guide.
And the cabin door's open, that's why you're hearing that in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor International.
Click here to start saving.
Not a bad landing if I do say so myself. Oh boy. Let's get the plane cleaned up here. Why is reverse still out? There we go. No. Nope. I want... There we go. Move forward! Oh. And the... No, reverse down. Reverse down. Reverse the arms. There we go. Why the reverse is still open? Why are the reverses still open? There we go. Now they should be closing. They're closed now. Okay. Goodness me, oh me. Let's find a gate. Spoilers are closed. Flaps are coming up. Good lord, ladies and gentlemen. Now, welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor International. And you know what? I'm just gonna go for that gate right there. just sending it across, no taxi instructions, why not? Mm-hmm. 114, I know I was floating the absolute living hell about that. 8.2 degrees angle of attack, which isn't all that bad, if I'm being completely honest. Which gate did I say I wanted? I wanted... that one, right? Yeah, we'll go for that one. Anyways, let's go ahead and turn off this G-loaded camera because that's making me sick. We'll take a look at the replay in a second here once we get parked up. Let's go ahead and start the APU. Turn in. Tax light goes off. And let's just go outside real quick. It's the APU coming on. And stop. Parking brake. Hello? Parking brake? Parking brake. There we go. Parking brake's on. APU's on. We'll go ahead and switch that. Hydraulics will come off. We'll leave that on. Actually, we can use our overhead panel. Gen's coming offline. Boost pumps will remain on. Gravity crossway will come on. Bleed source will be the APU. Now let's go ahead and shut down these engines. I don't care about the ATC right now. But yeah, looking at that, we definitely floated the hell out of it because we were at VREF +5, I think, over the threshold, and then we just floated when we touched down at 114 knots, 121 feet per minute, which is arguably soft. I mean, it said good landing, but I always think this thing's a little harsher than it needs to be. 28 feet from center line, not bad. 64 feet, only 64 feet above the threshold, and I floated it damn near a quarter mile. Well, those N1s are down, and those N2s are beneath 10, so the beacon can come off, and we will set the chocks, attach the jetway, and request ground service. And we'll go ahead to our doors. Our doors, and we'll open them all that we can. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived, and you may start deplaning. Let's go ahead and take a look at that that landing. No one cares, American.
Spend less time comparing prices with our business savings guide. Built-in price comparisons make it easy to access savings of...
Hey, Daniel. You missed it. So I couldn't figure out... To give you a recap of our flight, I was heads down the entire time because I couldn't get the FMS to work. So we just used the heading bug in the flight plan that was showing up from the second FMS, but couldn't be transitioned to nav. And yeah, we're just gonna take a look at our landing real quick. Also did a really sketchy visual approach because by the book. Let's go back to here so we can paint a picture. By the book, right? We have the airport out here. We're at I want to say at this point we're at 8,000 feet MSL, and the approach chart wants us to go, or the procedure rather, wants us to fly in towards Pigskin, go all the way out and around. So basically do this really tight loop here, and as we came in, we started that turn, and I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. So I just did a manual turn in, totally violated any traffic that would be landing on the right runways. And we went in towards runway 8. Really low the entire way in, but we still managed to keep one white, of course. We keep it professional here. On the PAPI lights, the precision angle approach lights. And we floated the absolute living hell. We came in about here and floated the absolute living hell out of it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to guess I landed somewhere about here. So let's see. Oh, wrong play button. Ooh, was there a tail strike there? Oops, what am I doing? There we go. And there's no auto brakes in the CRJ, so it's just manual braking, which I am not the greatest, as you can see. But yeah, we floated the absolute living hell out of that. So let's rewind. Let's see here. So if I move the camera down to about here. Let's go ahead and play that. No one cares, ATC. Oh, so close to a tail strike. It said I was holding 8 degrees, which I think is fair. And then, I don't know, I gotta read up on the CRJ and figure out what's going on with what, but... Alright, one more time. One more time. So we'll go from here, from the passenger view. The mountains in the background. It could have been better. I agree with you. It was a really nice landing. It could have been better. I mean, we were floating it way over the threshold. Not too far left or right, and then just coasted it out. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do this braking thing because I don't have auto brakes. And then taxiing into the gate was fun because I don't know if it's just X-Plane or the way Delta Wings has this thing coded, but when I use my hotkey and my throttle to close the reversers, it wasn't closing them. So I had to disarm the reversers and then thought I was good to go because I saw the levers go drop, but they were still open, so it was a whole thing. Yeah. Just because you're here, Daniel. We'll do it from... Oh, wrong button. We'll do it from this angle. How about that? I didn't realize I was good on center line until the very last second, and then I drifted left. There you go. Anyways. I have no sound now. Why do I have no sound? Makes no sense. Oh, because I'm still in replay mode. It's paused. Boom. The aircraft does not like replay mode. Because I'm definitely not cold and dark right now. It also simulated the APU being off. That's why everything's cold and dark. Anyways. Car doors open, passengers open, and everyone's getting off. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me on this lovely Sunday afternoon. I hope you all enjoyed today's flight. Full length, if you were able to join us full length from Salt Lake to Phoenix. Coming up this week, I'm going to try and do an Air Defender video. And then the week after that, I'm trying to do Emirates Air 125 flight from a series of 175 flights as I want to get back into the X-Crafts family. We'll fly from El Paso to Houston, Houston to Indianapolis. Although I might do that in the Zebo, just to stay proficient with the Zebo. And then the 175 from O'Hare back to El Paso. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, I am call sign KIA. Y'all remember to fly safe.